Okay, welcome to a video by AntiquesArena. My name is Walter O'Neill, and today I've got a bit of a restoration project. I do see cast iron at the car boot sales all the time. Now I've got a Welsh bake stone here for the Rugby World Cup 1999. Now these are good money, but look at the state on it. I'm wondering, can I save it? Can I make it so that this is displayable and people like it? Now I've been out, I bought myself a little wire cup brush to go in the end of the drill. That was £3.98, not a lot of money. And because I'm a bit worried about the grade of the wire, I also bought myself this, which is 3 different coarseness wire brushes. They were a £5 for the 3, so not a lot of money invested. I've also got a bowl of soapy water, nice warm soapy water. I've got some cloths to clean and apply stuff. Now you can treat, I've looked online, you can treat cast iron by putting vegetable oil or baking oil, cooking oil on there, or lard, and putting it in the oven and baking it. But I'm gonna see if I can restore it with stove and grate polish back to black. And I'm going to see whether or not I can get it back looking beautiful. Now, it's an experiment, it's a bit of fun. Hey, look at that, he overcharged me. He charged me £4.99 on these brushes, and they were only £3.99. Okay, so, yeah. Anyway, I should have, also have a new scourer and soft sponge. So when I finish wire brushing it down, I'm going to give it a good scrub with the scourer side, then a brush off with this side, and we're going to see how we go. So stick around and we'll see a bit of an experiment. Nice and simple. We'll keep the drill. Gotta have a decent drill, haven't it? Wow, they're sharp. These are really sharp. Fortunately for me, I got some gloves. I never wear gloves, but today I'm wearing gloves. As you can see, my little snowball there. Right, you go on lie down. I know, go and lie down. So here we go, we're going to give it a go. Let's turn this down. Still recording, yes. And well, look at that. I don't know whether you can see that. Yeah, actually. Forward. Okay, so it's been washed, it's been dried. This is where we're at so far. Now we're going to put in some polish. So we got the back to black polish. Now I would imagine this finishing brush I got here, I wonder whether or not I could actually apply this around the writing with the brush, whether it would be easier to get in all the little pieces and really work it into the cracks. I've never done this before, so this is a learning curve for me. And then once I buff it up, we'll see how it looks. Now this Grate polish was expensive, but I have, or had, a log burner. So I had this for any time I cleaned the log burner and then put it back to black. So I know the stuff is good, but I've never done this type of thing on restoration on this type of thing before. So very interesting to see how it finishes when I buff it. Interesting as well to use the brush. I'm not going to buff it off this side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the polish both sides first. And then I will buff it up and see how it looks. Now what I would suggest is, if you're going to use them for cooking, on cooking appliances, things like that, use the oven and the baking technique. It's probably safer if you're going to reuse them for food preparation, but this is not going to be for food preparation. This is going to be purely collectible on display. Look how much have come back off. But you know what? It's looking amazing. I haven't done the edging yet. I'll do that in a minute. I may even bake this in the oven to dry it all out thoroughly and set this Grate polish into it. See how the back looks. Now, what I want to do, get a little bit of polish on there. So, what do you think? I don't know how long that took, 20 minutes, half hour. It'll be listed tonight now. We've gone from a rusty piece of scrap metal to what's going to be treasured by somebody. A really absolute beautiful gem. I'm surprised, pleasantly surprised at the results of that and how cheap I repaid it. It just tells me, when I see cast iron at the car boot sales and it's rusty as hell and people are walking past it thinking, look at the state of that, I can restore it. You saw how bad this was. I'm going to do before and after photographs in a minute, side by side, so you can see the state on them. And it wasn't hard and it wasn't expensive, but I've got that brush. It's hardly made a dent to it, and I've still got these three. So for less than a tenner, there's no elbow grease involved. If you want to call in the Grate polish as well, you're talking about £25. But how many pieces can I restore for that £25? Probably 50 to 100 pieces for £25. That's a fabulous result. I'll restore the kettle this week, and I'll film restoring the kettle. Look at the rust have come off on my arms. I'll, as I say, I'll film restoring the kettle this week, and we'll see if it comes up anywhere near as good as this baking tray, but bakestone. But you know what? Beautiful. Super happy with that.